All right, here we go. Episode 5 feedback. Now, Professor, he's gotten his grips. One of the things I was trying to do is just trying to get behind him and basically trip him. I guess it's a little bit more of a karate takedown, and that's one of the things I've been trying to work on is incorporate some of the karate learnings I have into jiu-jitsu. But Professor here, he's also got a very strong judo background too. And so he's very good at, as you can see, both. Essentially, when you got that hook, I was hoping to basically maintain that hook and kind of roll over, but he got his leg out in time. Now, this is where it just really sucks when, like, one of the things I definitely need to work on is getting proficient with my escapes from knee on belly bottom. Now, I've gotten, like, one of the things I'm pretty good at is getting into a position where I can turn in and face the individual, but then the thing is I need to get that deep underhook, or I need to get underneath his legs and maybe grab a hold of his other leg. But in the meantime, my arms are stretched out and boom, he's got the choke. And I think Professor kind of knows that. Not kind of, he definitely knows that. I think it's one of those things he's probably baiting me with the knee pressure so that I can kind of work on attacking the knee while it clears my neck for him to attack the go for the choke.
People don't like being in it. They part of being able to practice it is also taking it.
Yeah.
Okay. This is my second day back in visiting Denver. So going from Houston humidity to the elevation of Denver thin air, breathing is difficult. Now, one thing this professor is pretty good at is undoing any sort of underhook that you might get on him. So, and he's still being really nice. He's probably using 10% of his technique and energy. In fact, he's really sticking to the technique of the week, the knee on belly from side mounts, and just over and over hitting that and showing us, obvious exactly how it's done. One thing is to avoid the pressure is basically turn to my side, let the pressure be on my hip so that I can breathe. Trying to reach for his leg, but then he continues to give the pressure and just roll me on my back. And now that's when the pressure just kind of kicks in. Now, one thing is to prevent him from putting the pressure on, he actually just went ahead and pushed my arm down but then at the same time I pinned my arm, and there he is turning me over to the side, going for the armbar. It was one of those things where I would need my second arm to be able to defend against the armbar, but
yeah. You didn't figure out what the right thing to do is in that position.
What's the right thing to do in that situation is scream and ask for help.
Like you said, you can have the pressure and mobility, so if you try to push the knee away, keep your back smushed.
I think I'm too afraid to give my back.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to consider that. Maybe I should just give my back, do what I'm afraid of, and see where it goes from there. Because I'm pretty good at defending against a turtle position and then working to recover my guard from that. Perhaps it's something to consider.
Yeah. Thing is, I was hoping to kind of maybe underhook the far leg, but I mean, ain't no professor gonna give that up. With like other blue or purple belts, I get that sometimes. But yeah, upper belts. He's like, all right, keep on me. Look, it's hard. It's even harder when the air's
Yeah, thin air of Denver compared to the thick air of Houston. Very different. All right, here we go. He's like, I'm gonna be on bottom, but then he proceeds to spider guard me, and he's got some strong legs too. So from the thought was, I was like, all right, you know what? Let me just try to bolt pass. But then he's able to just drop my leg and turn me over right back to where we started in the first couple of rounds. Now here I am trying to go for a single leg X, and he's just kind of trying to peel that foot off. And my thought was I can drop my leg there and then get underneath and maybe go for an ankle lock of sort, but he just put all his weight down. So there was no going for that. He knew I was going for that, so at this point I'm just exhausted. I'm just struggling to suck in air and Saved by the bell.
Professor, did you notice his belt color is different than last time too?
That's true. Good job, Belal. Thanks, man. I think I got bashed for fucking my fucking. Yeah.
Kind of a sweet gift.
Yeah. You mind? Mine was purple. I don't know.
But you were fourth stripe, right?
See, all my stripes fell off. So Professor, I was just like, why don't you just take them back off? I was like, nah.
It was you. I told somebody else that Teresa, like, my kid stripe came off in the wash. I was like, some people would just be like, all right, keep going.
Yeah.
No, I can turn them all again.
It was funny though, just before you promoted the league. It's like, guys, if your stripe comes off, just go ahead and tape another one back on. Or if you don't feel comfortable doing it, then just let me know. I'll do it. It's like, otherwise you'll look like this
Honor
guy.
system guy.
It's so funny. You're gonna look like this guy. It's like you're getting promoted at one stripe, and he's like, I got my blue belt in 2019.
Wow.
Right? Yeah.
So your blue belt?
Yeah, I got my blue belt in 2019.
Okay, you did.
And so I was just like, all right, like.
That's not sandbagging though.